What's up, YouTube? My name's Robin. I'm back for yet another reaction video. Now, with this video, it's going to be the last video I do tonight. Not the last video of this wave. There's going to be plenty more videos in this wave. I'm only about roughly halfway through the wave. This video is Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange. And it's on Infinite Source by your infamous Mr. Vic. Now, this is a very interesting battle. Not because of the matchup, Marvel vs. DC, and then the two magicians. That's like just made up in heaven. It should have been happened, right? But this is an interesting battle because Vic had a period of time where he was planning to only have certain battles be released on Vimeo, and then you need to pay in order to see those battles. This was one of those battles where he had set up only for you to see it on Vimeo. But now we're getting it on YouTube. So, I just wanted to point that out just because Vic probably has his reasons for doing that, and he's been going through just a rough time with his channel and just making sure that he's been able to get funding for his channel. So I really sympathize with what he was going through and how he had to do it. At first I was critical and I was saying, oh snap, I think a lot of people are going to bail on him, but you know what? No, I was wrong to do that. So, because YouTube was pulling a bunch of new stuff that was messing up his advertisement and messing up his funding. So that in itself was something I kind of, looking back at it now, kind of fault myself for doing. So here we are with this video. It's interesting that this one was put out because he also had another video that was put out on Vimeo to be sold and not put on YouTube. That video was The Flash versus Green Lantern. So perhaps if this is an indicator, perhaps we'll see that one in the future. But if not, hey, we still got some fresh raps. So regardless, let me just be amazed by what I check out. So without further ado, I'm kicking this sucker off in 3, 2, 1, click.
It's time for a source rap battle. Today we've got Dr. Fate going up against Doctor Strange. Who's gonna take the title of dopest sorcerer on the mic? Only one way to find out. Let's go.
DC's most powerful sorcerer, call me Mr. Face. You've got a date with destiny, death is coming, I think you're late. Levitating on a lame, I've gotta bring the order back. Throwing mystic bolts so far you'd think I was a quarterback. I can tell you're stressing out, your gray hair betrays you. The Eye of Agamotto says it's Dr. Fate who slays you. You're looking for a strategy, but you can't find it in a book. A DC OG, I'm up against a Marvel rook.
You're calling me a rook? That's a strange analysis. I'll hit you with the daggers of Danak. You've got paralysis. Sorcerer Supreme, something I know you can't relate to. I'm time looping punks, heights you'll never levitate to. See me cloaked up, caped out, I'm a mastermind. The Eye of Agamotto on my neck, that's how I pass the time. Unparalleled as a surgeon, something I forgot to mention. I'll beat you to a pulp and leave you in the dark dimension.
What's a dark dimension to one of the lords of order? The center of power, you're creeping on the border. In awe of my abilities, the helmet, you want one. My only advice, crawling back where you come from. Because continuing this course means little Strange will not survive. Stunting on other sorcerers since issue number 55. After your defeat, the pain will still linger. I'll twist you up worse than your mangled fingers.
Nice.
Mentioning the hands, I guess that means you want the gloves off.
Yeah.
Your words have no weight, weak base with the subs off. I've trained with the best, learned skills from the ancient one. So in the hierarchy of sorcerers, that makes Fate my son. You hide behind your mask, since all the power's in the headpiece. I'm skinning you alive with my words, that's a Kent fleece. Killing shit, mastering mystics like I was handpicked. Message to all dimensions, Fate got his ass kicked. Oh man, that was crazy.
No.
Who won? Who the hell is next? It's a source rap battle. Yeah. It's a source music.
Fate
Season
went in.
6.
Fate went in. Fate is a savage. But you know what?
I'm a sorcerer supreme, bitches.
Fate went in. Fate went. Okay. They went in and went in hard. Oh man. Okay. All right. So, with this rap, I had to basically go back and recheck it out because when I went through it the first time, I had one view and I had one side that I was really going with for this particular rap. But then I started reading through the comments. I started hearing what some people had to say about the rap in general. And I said, you know what? Let me actually go back, rewatch this thing, and look at just how the whole thing comes together, how it develops, and just relook at these characters. Just look at the characters and look at the lines. And honestly, I thought this was a pretty one-sided battle until I went back. I was really, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, I was leaning on the side of Dr. Fate, just because he opened strong. And one of the things that you gotta notice and just pay attention with these battles is the person that goes first is at the automatic disadvantage. Because when you go first and you have the responsibility to open in the song and really have the responsibility of impressing people when they open up the song, because if you suck on the opening, that kind of sticks with you, and it gives the person that goes second the advantage of clapping back to whatever the first person said, right? So there's a lot of advantages in going second and a lot of disadvantages to going first. But Dr. Fate came in strong, and I think that really worked out for him in the whole entirety of the battle, and I really liked that, and it really made a good impression on me, which is why I kind of sided with him my first time watching it. So I was really bobbing and jamming with Fate for most of this video, and I came through and saw this video, and I pretty much already recorded a version of this thing where I say, yeah, Fate took it, he got it, and I was with him the whole way out, right? So that was that one version of the video, but then I said, let me actually go back, check this thing out. And when I did that, and something I noticed in the comment section of why people chose Strange over why they chose Fate, just in terms of the delivery of it. Strange, something that I noticed with Strange, he had more efficiency with how he delivered his stuff. And I'm going to explain this really quick. Okay, now when you rap, or when you do a rap battle, I should say, this format of rap battles, you do one of three things. You either do something what I call a flex, like flexing your muscle, a flex, which you compliment yourself. I'm so cool, I'm this, I'm all that, right? You compliment yourself. You have something else where automatically, the other thing you can do is a diss, where self-explanatory, you diss the opponent and call out something on them. And then the third thing you do is a filler line or a setup line to get to a diss or get to a flex, right? So those are the three things. You have a flex, a diss, like a punch to the opponent, and then you have a filler line or a bridge line that gets you from one line to the next line or sets up a line. Okay, something I noticed with Dr. Strange, and why I feel a lot of people think he ended up winning this battle, was that he had a lot less filler lines than Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate had more filler lines. But I actually went back and did an analysis of the two of them together in terms of flexes and disses. And between the two of them, they're like neck and neck, okay? So I made like a little chart, like honestly, if you want to follow it, sure, whatever. And broke it down in terms of like the first verse, second verse, third verse, fourth verse, because it's like a tit tat, right? And basically what I found out is Dr. Fate had a total of 8 flexes, so he complimented himself 8 times, and he had 9 disses, so he dissed Dr. Strange 9 times. Then for Strange complimented himself 9 times. So this is one more than Fate complimented himself. And he dissed Fate like also 9 times. So if we're judging it by flex in terms of how many times they complimented themselves, Dr. Strange complimented himself more than Dr. Fate did. But if we're looking at it in terms of disses, both of them dissed each other 9 times exactly by my count. If you have a different count, by all means, feel free to knock yourself out. Break it down in the comment section below. But yeah, so in terms of distance, they're right with each other. So, but that being said, how do you really judge at that point who wins? And aside from the obvious thing of, I leave it up to you in the comment section to just say, well, who did you have a better response with? Also, you can kind of just look at the staying power of their lines and the sting of their lines. And I try not to really go on to off of sting, because sting is really a subjective thing. Because you had the line with Fate, with the mangled fingers line. That was a good line. I'm not gonna lie. And then you have the very, very last line that Strange had, where he's like, look, Fate got his ass kicked. Whatever line like sticks out to you the most throughout the battle is going to be probably the thing that makes you just make that decision. But honestly, in terms of just a well-written battle, in terms of the battle that it is a well-written battle where both of them are like neck and neck throughout the whole thing. And even as I'm now going back and looking through the comment section of this page, I'm seeing all the people go through it, and it's like, look, they were right with each other, and I totally agree with them. But of course, I'm seeing a lot of this comments saying, look, Doctor Strange won. And I think that's because, again, he had more efficiency with his raps, with his verses, I'm sorry. He had more efficiency in terms of he didn't linger on a lot of fillers lines or a lot of filler spaces. He got usually from like directly to another thing to another thing to another thing, whereas Fate kind of used more filler lines, and it kind of bogged him down and took away time from actually getting in disses, like solid disses against Strange. So that's what I think ultimately got for a lot of people what decided that Strange won this battle. But honestly, in terms of who I liked better, and you can't really fault me on this because you could like anybody, I liked Dr. Fate a little bit more just because of how well he was able to open the battle and grab your attention. And it also kind of worked out with the music as well, just because it had this like weird sound to it, like this weird mystical funky sound going into it, and then automatically that beat drop, he was like, boom, DC's Incredible Hero, call me Mr. Fate. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was fun. It was just fun to really get into it and get into the flow of it. So this was a cool battle. Vic outdid himself again. As always, I'm not shocked. I love this guy's channel. I love this guy's work that he's putting out, and I'm glad that he made this one available for people to check out on his main channel as opposed to the Vimeo. Again, that came down to just money stuff that was going on with his channel and fundraising for his channel. So hopefully, I guess he got that figured out now, because this battle dropped along with Flash versus Green Lantern. That also dropped, and I'm gonna be reacting to that too. So yeah, I'm hoping he's got it all together now, and that the money isn't an issue now, because hey man, I really want to check this guy out more and more, and I know the people that check out my videos or my reaction to his videos like checking these out too. So yeah, that's hey, that's my reaction to this. Those are my thoughts. Yeah, I got this little chart here. It's a little crazy. I don't think I want to get into too much detail with that. But yeah, so this was Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange, the rap battle by Infinite Source, aka Vic. Alright, so if you have a video you want me to check out, you know the drill. Put a link down to that video if it's like a not common video down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out whenever I do get around to checking that video out. I wanted to see this video for myself, and I know if there was a particular YouTuber by the name of Plute Joshi who wanted me to check out this video, awesome dude. As far as I know, this guy really is into Infinite Source. So even if it's just that one guy that checks out this one video, I'm like, awesome. Hey, give a shout out, Plute Joshi. Hey man, what's up? So everybody else, please put a link or a video title in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to check out that video whenever I can, man. So as always, thanks for everything, for checking out my channel, checking out this video, and peace. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.